Love that song so much. Welcome to my channel, Oceana Tarot. My name is Catherine, and I have a reading for Aries, Taurus, and Gemini people. Alright, so before I begin, I want to let you guys know, because I forgot to in my last video, I got some business cards and something else arrived. So this is my business card. I'll just show you. I'm really proud of them. Did a really good job. And then I have some of these. They're postcards. They're $10 off your first purchase postcards. So I will be doing a raffle once a week. So people that, like and comment, all of you, will go into the raffle. I'll put your names into the raffle, and I will pick one person a week. And then more subscribers and like new comment people do that. They'll go into it as well. It's just, I thought it would be fun, and yeah, so basically what will happen is I will let you guys know when I'm doing it, and I will do a video to show you guys me actually putting my hand in and choosing the person, and then I'll say it. So I thought that would be super fun. So you'll get $10 off. That is for either the Celtic Cross Red, which I charge $44, so it would be $33 instead of $44. Or the 3-card spread, which I charge $14.99. So instead of it being like $15, it'll only be like $5. So yeah. Anyways, I will get started now. Enough of that. So Aries, your first card. I'm using 2 decks. One card from the the Angel Tarot deck, and then one other card from the Angel Answers. Okay, so let's see your card. It's really hard to see in there. It's the 7 of Water. So this talks about having sort of being indecisive. You're not really choosing anything. There's lots of options for you, but you're not really making any decisions. You're kind of thinking about you're doing what if scenarios. It's like, you're having a lot being handed to you. You're having a lot of, lots of decisions to make. There's lots to choose from. There's kind of, if you do the what if scenarios in your head, you can come up with so many different things that might not be even what's going on, or might not even be the result of it. And maybe it's not, doing you that much good to be in your head per se. And I know as an Aries, you're probably, when you have a desire, it kind of sets on fire. So what is it that holds you back from, I'm curious, is there a lot going on? Do you not know where to start? What is it really for you? But this card really talks about that you're indecisive because you're not making a decision. And because there's so many different what if scenario like answers that you can come up with, I feel like when we do something, we like to be certain about it. And there might just be too many answers, or maybe, this could be anything though. It could be love, it could be work, it could be simply you growing in certain ways, and, maybe you've grown a lot and you're not really quite sure what you're supposed to do next. Like, it's a constant growth, right? So maybe if you're taking on that approach, that you're just feeling indecisive because there's so much that you could be doing, and maybe you don't have enough time or something. But this card says don't get caught up in the what might be, like what the future might hold. There's the right now, the reality of right now. How do you feel right now? That's like the main important thing. The future will, once we get to the future, it won't be the future. It will, it'll be the present. And then what will you say? What will you do? What will you think? And this card says don't get caught up, stay grounded. So, yeah, so, in reality, like, I feel like you're very strong. And when you go into a dream world, like you're Aries, to think of Aries in a dream world, yet you are like the child, like the firstborn, and so high on life, even though, you know what I mean by that. You're just high on life. So maybe you are this type of person to be up the clouds. And I mean, my moon is in Aries, so I get that on an emotional level, but as like a sun sign, you're an Aries sun sign. Like, I'm curious what your moon is in. I'm curious what your Venus is in. I'm curious what your, what's it called? What's the other one called? I can't remember. I can't think. Your other signs, like, do you have Aries in all of those places, or do you have something else that's sort of causing this to happen? What is it? Maybe the way I'm feeling is like, what is the reason for being like this? Because I've met Aries before, and maybe you guys just seem like you're grounded, but then in your mind, you're coming up with all these different things, and you're like that child who's always thinking about, they're doing things, but they're also in their head a lot. So, I don't know, but this card just says there is a lot. It also says, like, don't, stop procrastinating, don't procrastinate on making moves in the now, because where are you going to go if you just stay in your head? I mean, your head's going to go to all these different places, but at the end of the day, taking those, sorry, don't mind my throat. Maybe it's just saying, take steps, take leaps of faith. Don't sit there in your mind, because, I mean, where are you when you're in your head? You're not in reality, you're in your mind's reality, the way your mind thinks. We have take action. Okay, that is just so on point for this. Like, this is just too on point, because what am I saying? Take action. Don't sit there thinking. Maybe you're afraid that if you do something, it's not going to have the right, the right thing, the thing that you want isn't going to happen. But then there's positive belief. I mean, if you believe in something, there's no reason why it should fail. Like, there just isn't, because we live in this place where we build our own reality. So, like, take leaps of faith. Don't be scared. Like, just don't be scared, okay? And you're probably so amazing and deserve whatever it is that you want. And you're probably so, I feel, happy and lighthearted and, like, yeah, just so many different energies right now. So many different of you that are just going through your own thing. And I just think this is a clear message to take action. Don't sit there stagnant, because it's just going to upset you. I don't think that it's going to do you any good. Taking leaps of faith does you good, no matter what. Always remember that. I always believe that. Because I'm a leap taker. I do that. I take leaps. Passion, okay, go. Like, that's just how I am. With that Aries moon, like, I'm a Pisces sun, so yeah, I'm like this. I understand, but I'd take that leap of faith. I wouldn't care at all about the outcome. I just go for it. Anyways, Taurus. Let's go to Taurus. I hope you enjoyed that, Aries. Okay. So Taurus, we have the Page of Air. Wow. Okay, so this is a fresh start. It's sudden opportunity. It's gaining clarity or realization. You had like this aha moment where you're able now to cut through the bullshit and push forward in like incredible, miraculous speed. This is a very good card, Taurus. It's new beginning, where you can now take control of your thoughts and your decisions and take your power back. Who and what were you giving your power to? Was it somebody else? Was it a career? What was it? Was it, someone you live with? Well, now, you're taking that power back, and I feel like this has already occurred, and you've already had this aha moment. This is very good. Very good. Let me think, what else? I feel like you're very much like this card. Because if it's a person, this person, like, very smart, and impulsive, like honest though. Honestly impulsive about what they want. And you know why? Because they cut through the bullshit. So maybe you're coming back to who you actually are, and people aren't actually affecting you anymore. Or whatever it was, a job or a person, a relationship, a something is now finished. It's at its end and there's no more. And now you can cut through that form of bullshit that has been, keeping you stagnant all this time. I feel like you've been moving, but there was something that was holding you back. And with this, it's saying no more. It's not holding you back anymore. Wow, Taurus. Okay, let's see what the angel answers say. Abundance. Okay, that's perfect, because now, because of this, taking your power back, you have that abundance. Like, I feel like you're like who you are now. It's like you were missing, and now you're back and feeling so amazing. So if this hasn't happened already, be sure to allow this to sink in, because Taurus, your life is about to change amazingly and drastically if it has not already been starting to change. Like, wow, I'm really happy for you. Okay. All right, Gemini. Let's see. We have life experience. This is the Tower card, but don't get nervous. I see the Tower card as an amazing experience, and it actually is. That's exactly what it is. It's either you have grown to a place where certain things, certain people, certain whatever, they don't really mesh and blend well with you anymore. So, this is unstable structure is now coming down. Everything that does not serve you is now being removed. This could also be a message of maybe something you're curious about. I'm getting something, maybe, because I'm getting a feeling of curiosity. Maybe you're curious why all these things are happening, why things aren't really working out, or why, your job, you're just really not happy anymore. Well, you're probably changing. You're not the same person that you were before. Maybe when you started dating someone, you maybe now aren't, enjoying the same things or wanting to hang out as much. And it's kind of sad, but when we grow, we outgrow things at the same time. Some things grow with us and others take longer. And, that's just how it is. And it's okay. I feel like in this deck, because it is the Tower in, other tarot decks, forget, not modern, but the traditional tarot is the one I was trying to remember. It is the Tower, but in this one, the Tower is life experience. So instead of saying tower as in, the tower falling down and it rebuilding itself, it's not saying tower at all, but then again, it is saying tower, if you know what I mean, because the tower itself is speaking in terms of life experience, that you have experience and there's things that are not working anymore. So yeah, you built this foundation for yourself, but now things are sort of falling down. All of the walls are breaking and falling, so it can rebuild, so you can rebuild it, because you can't be there anymore because it doesn't work. It's not something maybe you actually want. It's not going to level up to, your brain capacity. When you buy something that is from Apple, it doesn't want you to use other gadgets that are years before. It just doesn't work. When you take a very new laptop and you try to plug it in, something that's very old into it, it doesn't actually work. It's not the same size. Maybe the new one is smaller. So see where I'm getting with this, that you're now different. So that's all it is. It's not something to be frightened by. It's something to be very happy about and like celebrate. You should be celebrating. So let's see what the angel answers say. We have look for a sign. So there are signs all around you. I feel you're very intuitive and you catch them. So if you just keep your eyes out and your ears open for, the it's like, I feel that there's divine messages. Maybe when you sleep. Maybe you receive messages while you sleep. Maybe you should keep a dream journal, because I feel like if we have this life experience, you're really growing, and maybe this is like your growth spurt in your spiritual path, and there's just so many signs all around you. Maybe you're supposed to look for a sign as to maybe a new sign to be with, maybe a certain sign. Maybe you're always attracting. I was thinking about this the other day, that I was always attracting certain signs, and I would never attract those signs now. Like literally, I would never attract them anymore. And maybe that's what it's saying too. Maybe some people, you have to look for a different sign, or maybe you're looking to move to a new house, because it's like the tower, right? So maybe it's look for signs that say rooms available, or, and it says a telephone number, and, pull over and write down that number, or, maybe, street signs or something. Maybe there's a number that you always see, or like your favorite number or something like that, and it will be on a street sign, and, then you'll be like, whoa, and that'll be, okay, that's the one. I think that the messages are all around you is what this is saying. Yeah, and maybe it's like there's messages all around you, reasons all around you why what's happening is happening. And if you just maybe get out of your head and look and see and accept that there are signs around you, you will gain the clarity on why this is all happening. Okay, so that was for you, Gemini. I hope that everyone enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.